Hi, my name is Seth. Today we're going to learn how to creating placeholder sheet from Excel. Let's get started. First, to access an Excel file, we're needing a file path, and then we need a file from path. To access Excel file, we're needing a read Excel file, Excel note. So here, to access the file, just click in the browser. We're gonna go look for Excel. We having a Excel file name that's sheet 1. Gonna add a watch node to see watch node here. See what it is. Okay, so here's the Excel file name that we access. So there's you can just type in sheet 1, sheet 2 to accessing a different one. So how this Excel file works is I putting a sheet number on the column 1, sheet name on column 2, and that's a way to sort those on column 3. So, and I also adding a header discipline on top of each of those. So let's see, we want it to be the same like the Excel list, so we need a transponder node to convert it into the list that we know. So transponder list, yeah, we're having 3 lists. So the number, the random name, random but it just scrabble letter name, and then the sorting. So because we're having that key sorting and it's a group, we want to sort group, sort by key, sort group by key. So because we have 3 lists, we're gonna break it into the the 2 first lists by creating a list through this way. List 1 is the number, list 2 is the name, and then we having a list 3 is the way we sort it, which is column 3. So we're going to feed this into here. We're going to feed the list because it's 2 lists. We're going to do it 2 level. The key, so gonna just see what's coming out as. Okay, so now we coming out the list. There's list 1 and list 2 listing all there, but there is a null in there that we need to figure out a way to remove. So we're going to using one of the lists to help us figure out if there's a null. So we're going to do a 1. And also this node is a first item, not item. Let's see, because yeah, I think they have to give us the same information. Yeah, so the same thing. So from there we're going to use object. We're going to remove null, so we're going to do a null object because so this should give us a list of anything that is null on that list. That is true, it's not as fall. So because we want to filter this information there, so we want to, because there's 6 lists, we want to make those a combined. So we're gonna just use this node to making the list, telling all those combined lists, if it's like true, just give me true for this list rather than false truth. So then gonna using a long list to give us all those information. So the second list, see the second list, if all true, fall. So even if there's truth in one truth in here, it's still not gonna give us fall because we're gonna go looking for all true lists only. So from there we're gonna use our Boolean to Boolean filter to get us, because this list is see, watch node, because this false come out on the bottom. It still give us null because of the sub, what do you call a sub list. So there's 3 tier of sub lists, so we need to go to 3 sub lists. Yep, okay, 3 sub lists to removing the null. Okay, so now we're going to trying to do I could use typing a node again to do a second node, but we could use this node because there's multiple sublists. So we can use a deconstruct. So that deconstruct, we're going to do a 2-level same structure because we want going to keeping that. But this is the first, taking that first because of the list. Let me add another watch node. From this list, you see that we're having a discipline starting on the first one for each. So at least for the list 1, that's when we want to extracting that discipline. So we having that discipline information from there, and then the rest is just the number and the number and also the sheet name. So we're going to using this to note a little bit. This is the discipline, but we want only to having the first list, so we're going to do that. And then this is just sheet name. Oh no, this is the info, because we have both sheet name and the sheet number. So we're going to do that and that just to order a little bit, because when you click on it, it's gonna give us that discipline. So now we're going to figure out how to do a new how to set it. This is all the information we need to set it. So what it is we need to having a Python node, because there's no node to setting sheet. So we need a Python. I include on the description the link where I getting that script. The script is not mine, so the link is in the description. So this is where I getting that Python script. This Python script I get it. So what you do is you clicking on that Python and then you click edit. It gives you this. You can write your own, but sometimes it's people already wrote it, so it's just you go get it. Just give them a credit for doing the hard work. Eventually you're gonna trying to write your own script. You try it, but sometimes it's not working as effective in some situation. So we got that. What's the thing do? The thing about when you convert those into a node rather than just a script, it's much more easier to utilize, because in this way this thing taking only a one list. It cannot taking a multiple list, so one list at a time. So like one list for the input. So what it is, we need to flatten it. We need to flatten those information. Not but I'm gonna click flat. So I think there's like, let me see what it gives us. We need two listeners. We need to flatten the no, not that. We need to flatten. Yeah, we need to flatten into two lists, because they don't taking, like when we doing this way, that's when like the custom node is work better. So what we do is we just gonna flatten into two lists from there. So there's a list for the number and listing for the name. So how we do that is using the same information node block again to extracting the 0 for the number, the 1 for the name, and there. So we're going to do that. So you actually could write that placeholder sheet. Then it's also most of the time, like in there you having the discipline that you're gonna utilize to help you sorting the information. So that's, where's my sheet name? Yeah, so it's like we want to inputting the discipline, so it's sorting according to, like, okay, we're having A sheet, electrical sheet and stuff. So, and to enter those we need to set and then we need to edit in the parameter of those each sheet. So how we do that is by figure out how many of the header we have. In this situation we're having 5 header. So to do those, we going to first want to inputting the initial header. So like in this situation, in this project, we're adding a 3 to it because sometimes like G is not always above an A, so that G is by adding a 1 to the front to make it start first. So how we do that is just to figure out a way to first if you know that and want to that mechanical gonna start at 404, so we're going to enter a number input here, and so we're going to take this information by have this the inputting of what we want to initially start plus the count of B so what I input what I type there is all it's also the same node as this node, but with that I have to adding a plus, so I have to do this to making the same node work. So I have to do that with that to get the same information. So let me freeze. Get the same information. 5. So I'm using those to help me creating a new list for initial, not a new list, a new number range for the initial. So I'm gonna creating a range so we want to putting a start where I want to start. Let's say that we want to start at 4 and then want to end with whatever that thing plus 4. The step is okay, and then because we want to adding some so we want to adding some space between the this number and the discipline. So we're going to using a code block to do a plus with a dash and then plus B. So we're gonna add the number we're gonna feed to A because it's up front, and then dash and then the discipline. So how does it come out? Let's see that. So that's gonna how it come out. So what it is, then we can using the set parameter parameter, so we want to have this element with a set parameter with a value, and then the name is the sheet, whatever in here is saying sheet sorting, sheet sort. So depending on what you use, you type that name in. So you're typing sheet sort. Sheet sort. That's what this one is. Sheet sort. And that's it. Let me just unfreeze that and just run it. See, because how many sheet. Let me just open this up to see that we don't have any. Come on, we're having only one. Let's click run. Let's see. It's a complete. So new sheet. That's what coming out. All those discipline, and it's placeholder sheet. So it's not in this. So that's how you create that. Oh, let me figure out something a little bit more. Because this thing is breaking to okay, let's run through it. Alright, hopefully we're having a file input node, a file from path, and a read Excel, a transponder to getting a 3 list. And this is code block just extracting the list with the name and then the key. We're using a list group by key to getting the two group, and then because it's coming out with a null, we're gonna using the one of the lists to check if there's a null in one of those lists, and then using a truth on any of those lists to filter the list so that it's coming out of only the information that we need, and then we're using this deconstruct to breaking the header discipline and then from the list. Because we're using this the Python script, it doesn't take, so we're gonna break the information down even further. So that's how we get that, and then we combine it and we send it to that script, and then we using this sequencing to adding a discipline into it. There is a way to resolve this issue of we needing a count, because each of these is different, because it's not 4, it's we're going to use a count how many times we want to, let's see, we want to free this. Gonna go deeper. So there is, let's see, watch. Okay, there's 7. That's 2. Okay, so we're going to use that to help us generating this instead, because previously was incorrect, because we need to cycle this each of this per, right? I think we need to cycle mechanical plumbing. Okay, let's see. Okay, we need to cycle that per this cycle. So we going to taking one of those. And then we're going to, hopefully not too much information here. And we're gonna tab cycle node list, so we can see if we can cycle this list. Yep. No. We want to do one cycle, that's 7 times, not want to cycle 7 times. So we want to do another watch node. No. Okay, this, and then because we having 7 mechanical, 6 electrical, so we need to feed that back in, because this is a flat. We need to flatten it out. So it should come out as flat information. Yeah, so we're having that coming out this way, so we could feed back in here, and it should correctly executing 29 of them in this order. So that's it. Should be correct now. No more issue. Let's unfreeze that. Let's just undo what we're doing, and then let's run it again. All right, so each of those should have the right discipline going to that node. All right, let's, oh no, we don't want to do that. Okay, so just to organize a little bit, so the number, this is the number of input where you want those to start. You can enter whatever you want, but how to order the discipline is you can do it in the Excel file, and you can just place it and just putting that number there. So that this order doesn't really matter. The number, the sorting order number, that's what it is. So the main thing you can write in like electrical here, but if you're putting electrical this sorting number as 2, it will sorting into the second place. So like too long already. So let's just end it right here. That info, hopefully that will help a little bit. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you.